So hello and welcome to another Wraggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. I'm in that mood for just random live beer reviews. People join, all good. If you don't, well, it is what it is. The email's gone out because I've just got an email on my phone, so I know it's gone out. So this is from Eden River Brew Company, and it's Aurum. I've had it a while. It's probably out of date, if anything. Yeah, a little bit. So yeah, I'll read what it says on the back, if I can read it. Eden River Brew Company, we demand the best, just like you. We make beer we are proud of, beer like Aurum, a refreshingly fruity golden ale. Eden Gold has just got brighter. And it's 4.4%. I do remember, I'm sure it was our Aldi or Lidl I bought it from. Good evening, Kevin. Afternoon, rather. Afternoon. And yeah, like I said, the bank holidays here and the sun's out, and I thought, sod it. I'm out in the garden now. The wife's in the house. She's busy caking. I'm busy gardening. So it's random live time. Oh, hey, up. A bit lively. No, mater. I haven't got the pennies at the moment to go spending on the vocation. I love the sound of them, but yeah, they're on at 5 o'clock, aren't they? I have seen it. Yeah, it's sometimes you've either got the money and sometimes you haven't. And we're going out this weekend as well, and I'm going out next weekend with Liam and Shane. So it's a flip thing, you know. I'd love to have them, but at the moment, so much to pay out for that it is what it is. You know, I'm sure they'll come out again at some stage. So, golden pour on a day like today. Absolutely amazing weather. Finally, we got some bloody sun. Good evening, Mr. Bramall. We might find out by the time this beer review's on, because it's at 5 o'clock, isn't it? And yeah, you know, 5 barrel-aged imperial stouts, you've got to be looking at £6 or £7 each, maybe. And good evening, Disco. I hope you're well, mate. So yeah, a day like this, it deserves a nice golden beer. And as I work in the garden, and weed in the garden is an absolute pain in the arse, but it has to be done. Good evening, Thomas, or good afternoon, Thomas, rather. And good afternoon, Darren from Lanzarote. Hey, I've been to Lanzarote. We stopped in. That was our first proper holiday. Good afternoon, David, as well. We stopped in Fuerteventura. It is very early. Yeah, this is about the third beer of the day so far. Yeah, there'll be more. I'm in the garden, so I'm having a beer, then go out and do a bit of work and work the beer off. And yeah, we took a boat to Lanzarote. Oh God. Hey, oh. And if anybody's ever watched Benidorm, where they're on that boat and they go over to, is it the Dove Island? And whatever it was called. And where Madge is puking on the boat. Well, that's how we all are. Does this mean a barbecue tonight? Yeah, Charlie's here. Yeah, he's in attendance. Bless him. And then again, he's still with us. He's still tootling along. You know, it's he's got new tablets now for his bones to help him. Supposed to be miracle cure tablets, but yeah, if you believe anything on the internet these days. But they are helping him. He has got better on his legs, so you know it's worth a go. So yeah, nice golden pour. Eden River Brew Company. 4.4%. Not sure if this is still available in shops. Aurum. There we go. It is 6 months out of date, I'll be honest. But still looking mighty fine. And I've got some out-of-date beers to drink. I've got I think it's a 2.5 year out-of-date John Smith's. And then I've also got a 13-year out-of-date Kiss Me Kate from Castle Rock Brewery that they told me not to drink. Do I listen? Nah, don't listen at all. If I get bad guts next day, then I'll know why, obviously. Although, drinking beer and drinking homebrew, I've always got guts the next day anyway. So it's one of those things. I think it's, but I hope it's sunny all around the country where everyone is. So very fruity aroma on this. It's subtle fruity, proper traditional beer, basically. It does say on the front, Styrian, Golding, and SARS hop. So refreshingly fruity golden ale. Sleep near the bog after the 13. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah. They told me not to drink it, but do I listen? I've never listened. No. I didn't listen when somebody said to me, "Good afternoon, Max." Someone said to me at work, says, don't use emulsion on your bench. Because I wanted to bring the bench from brown to a blue colour, and I was going to cheat by using emulsion. So I did. Yeah. Got it to white, put the blue paint on, it looks amazing. Pissed it down, all the fucking paint fetched off. So, yeah, sometimes it pays to listen, and sometimes, I don't listen. But anyway, cheers. And I think this is where traditional beers have it over craft beers, because out-of-date traditional beers tend to be no different. Out-of-date craft beers, like double IPAs that are supposed to be drank as fresh as you can, and you're drinking them 6 months out of date. It's not a good thing. Although, it depends on the brewery, because some breweries put longer dates on their beers. We have this in Nottingham. 2 breweries that I know very well. One brewery puts nearly a year on their beers, craft beers as well, in cans. Another brewery are putting 3 months on their cans. So that makes it very difficult for shops to sell their beers because the dates are so short. In some ways, you could be pricing yourself out of extra business. The only way to test that is actually to keep it for 3 months, and then keep it to 4 months, to 5 months, and keep going on. Buy a case, and just out of curiosity. Now that's kind of Glide. Glide, what's that brand then? Cracking supermarket beer. The weather's brilliant. I hope it's sunny where everybody is in the UK. The weather in Nottingham today is stunning. It's been as soon as the sun came out, it just warmed everything up. And like I say, I've mowed the front and back garden. I've weeded, and now I'm digging plants up to move the garden. I'm a gardener, so I get bored. It is what it is, isn't it? I get really bored of plants being in a certain place. So I'm moving it around, and I want a different colour scheme this year. Salt Brewery. It's in Morrison's. One of the new Morrison's ones. I've not done any supermarkets just recently to see what new beers are in. I really do need to at some stage. But I'm trying to run this bloody beer wall down. So it might be the case that for a few months I just don't buy new beers, apart from the odd local beer. Dull and grey down in London. Makes you miserable, doesn't it? And it's been freezing as well these last few days. And for the sun to come out today, I've gone from having my winter gear on this morning, full on winter gear and hat, into, pretty much summer gear now. Well, apart from the fact that I've got that's a thermal. So still a bit, not exactly boiling, but it's better. It's what you want. Yeah, I'm trying to, Thomas. The bottom shelf there, the one that you can't see now, is Imperial stouts don't really go out of date. The bottom shelf now is going to be a glass shelf. Been in Lidl's, left you a few tins on the shelves. Necessary Evil. Thornbridge have got some cracking beers. If I was going to splurge on anyone's brewery, it's a toss-up between Thornbridge and Vocation. I do want to, this year, go to Thornbridge tap room, and also Vocations tap room, and see what they've got on, on keg. And I need to get the big boy pants on and start doing beer reviews from pubs with people. Next weekend is going to be the start of that. I'm with Shane and Liam next weekend. We're meeting up again, and it's got to be the case that I just do a beer review in front of people, not really caring who's listening, don't care about the music, because if you get a copyright thing against you, I'm not a big channel anyway, so it doesn't really matter, and just bloody do it. Good afternoon, Jackman. Off to Vocation. Yeah, mate. Let us know. Let us know what the prices are. I ain't got the money, but it's in. Thornbridge tap room's really good. Yeah, and it's only about an hour away from me. It's only in a Bakewell. So Matlock is about half an hour away, depending on how fast I drive. And between that and Manchester, so it's a good hour from me. I think we'd have to stop over though, because neither of us is driving that far. Fair play, mate. Fair play. And this is golden ale weather. It's Wraggy's golden ale weather, but yeah, I've still got some of them, to be honest. I need to start necking them. They'll be going out of date soon. But yeah, cracking golden ale, fruity golden ale. Cheers, Henry. It is Friday, yeah. And I've got the weekend off, so I'm doing the most beer reviews. Don't be surprised if 8 o'clock tomorrow morning I'm doing bloody live beer review. I've got an alcohol-free one that's got to be drank, and I'm not really keen on it anyway. I bought it in error. It's going on the site, David. The Vocation beers, the new barrel aged in 5 o'clock, literally now. 40 quid for a 6-pack. Good afternoon, Brian. Thank you for that. 6-pack, 40 quid. They are cracking beers. They are. And if you get free delivery with that, then yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, the weather, bang on. Nice bit of sunshine, depending on which bit. Good afternoon, Adam. Early doors, yeah. I'm in the garden, so I thought sod it. The wife's in the house. She's busy doing cakes, bless her. And I'm in the garden, and I thought sod it. Let's just do it live. Nice fruity offering from Eden River. Oh yeah, they'll be alive later. Yeah, there's the 7:30 live. Yeah. Good afternoon, Benjamin, as well. Bit early. Hey, got a box of Vocation for your birthday yesterday. Oh, happy birthday for yesterday, mate. You didn't tell us last night. And sorely tempted. I know, Brian. I know. I really ain't got the pennies. And, well, I have. But I'm trying to save it for something else. Good afternoon, Sam. Jesus Christ, what time is it over there? At 2 a.m? I've had this for a while. Yeah, it's out of date, but there you go. Blue skies here now. Yeah, we've had blue skies since about 10 o'clock this morning, Jackman. It's 51, mate. Ooh. I'm 51 this year as well. Yeah, fucking depressing, isn't it? I mean, sorry. I hope there's no kids in the background. But, I have to drive in a bit, so no beer for me. Oh, sorry to hear that, matey. Where are you going? Shopping? We're doing our shopping over the weekend at some stage. Probably even Monday, because I'm just gonna smash the beer wall. Yeah, I'm gonna buy as little as I can for the next month or two. I'm gonna review like a twat. Yeah, I wish. I work on people's garden. I do gardens for people, and one lady, Olive, she's 93. Yeah, back at 7:30. Olive's 93. Sheila's 85. Heather's, she's a puppy. She's only 60. There's the Dutch whose name I don't know, and she's in her 80s. And it's like, you know, you work for all these old people. Olive off the buses. Yeah, oh bless. Off the buses. You'd never get away with some of that shit these days, would you? You know, some of that. Brian, you know, you've joined the club, mate, because we're all as... I mean, at one stage, I had over 450 beers. And yeah, they're not empties. They never have been. The empties are here, you know. And... but when they're imperial stouts, you know, bloody, and Vocation makes some bloody amazing beers. I just hope they've made enough. They are an impressive brewery. And, they're supposed to be coming down to Nottingham to do a collaboration with Blue Monkey Brewery. And I know that because the boss of Vocation is well in with one of the bosses of Blue Monkey Brewery. So hopefully it happens. If Blue Monkey want to go down the craft beer route, I think it's definitely should be on the radar. So, well, or something. Enjoying this nice fruity offering, even though it is out of date, the aroma is still there. And sometimes I think reviewing beers that are out of date is a good thing, because there are lots of people who forget to what's the word? Drink the beers in time, me especially. And I know I've got some out of date beers up there, and they're going to get drank and reviewed. Well, certainly in the next month or so. I need to batter the reviews, so it's happening, you know. And then I can start afresh again. Birthday's in June. I need to make sure the beer wall's clear. It will be really strange sat here doing a review with no beers on the beer wall, or even just two shelves. I'll have to shrink the camera down so you only see them two shelves, and take the top shelf out of the equation, and just have these two shelves. It'll come at some stage, and then some twat will, for my birthday, the family will buy me a shitload of beers, and it'll fill the beer wall pretty quickly. No, nothing, mate. No, I was hoping that Castle Rock, of all the breweries, Castle Rock and Bang the Elephant had had me round, and I don't think Lincoln Green will do it again. I do think the Wraggys beer will come out a bit again in bottle and on cask. I can see it doing it, because it's there now, and they can rebrew whenever they like. Golden Ale, it's the one thing. It was a clever marketing ploy. You imagine this time of the year with summer coming up, a 3.8% Golden Ale is going to sell all day long, as we know. You can never have too many beers. Clever, Max. It's the way to do it. You've got the Vocation swag, 40 quid. Fair play, matey. Aggie. I tell you what, I'd love to go down to Harry's Brewery and do that. Two beer reviewers doing a collaboration beer. That'd be stunning. And in some ways, Harry, as a brewer in a big brewery, could have a load of beer reviewers down with him, all doing their thing and calling it a name, a beer that Ramsbury will be proud to sell, but also that will be, you know, that across the internet will be loved. That'd be something. That would be something. Oh, you're going to a wedding on Sunday in the Marquee. Oh, let's hope it's not windy. Good evening, Mr. Rod. How are you, matey? Bit early doors over there. It's about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock. Rutland Water, Leicester Way. Oh, you're coming past Mr. Rag of Country to get there as well. Down the M1. over to the M1, straight down the M1, I presume. So, you're from Scotland, Brian. Got to get them beers in, haven't you? Got to get them beers in. So yeah, it's going down well. Nice fruity, traditional beer. Got a good twang to it, to be fair. And even though it is out of date, which, you know, it is what it is, I don't care anyway. The beer's been conditioned. The M62, oh, bloody awful. M62, I hate that road. I hate it. M1's not too bad, to be fair. Lunchtime, yeah, time for a beer. Yeah, it's funny. Last night, talking about algorithms, I had 30 odd likes on a beer review. There weren't even 30 people watching it at the time, so that's really weird. It's funny how it happens, isn't it? Into the YouTube's such a funny beast. I mean, I'm still banned. Even dislikes are good, funnily enough. And it's strange, eh? I had somebody who did not like me and an ex-workmate, and it was a cunt anyway. But sorry for the swear word. And he was disliking my videos. I know it was him, but obviously interaction is key. So he actually did me a favour, even though he didn't realise. Chris, if any of them are like the banoffee pie, they'll be stunning. Absolutely stunning. Staying in the Everard's Brewery pub, Tiger. Everard's Tiger. Absolutely amazing. So, and the great thing is these days, I'm using the Chromebook. Finally, a year later, because I got the Chromebook for my birthday. The wife got me this for my birthday, and then she went and she got a more expensive Chromebook just for streaming beer reviews. The internet working properly in the shed 2 or 3 weeks ago. So now I'm able to do random live beer reviews. And I've got my 4 years of the channel coming up on the 31st of May. So I'm open, and I'm going to do it on StreamYard and do something like a 5 or 6 hour thing, and maybe do a lot of collab. Maybe bring, if people want to, obviously beer reviewers, bring them in, bit of chatting, because obviously talking for 6 hours on my own might be a bit of a drag. Although you know, at times I can talk for the earth, and drive bank holiday Monday. Oh, busy. This is why we aren't going to the theme parks this weekend, because they'll be rammed. And we've got season tickets for Alton Towers, and I love theme parks. Don't like standing in 2-hour queues where you're pissed off because some bloody fast pass twat's just gone by you, and you know, and then the other reasons as well. This, you know. It won't take me long to, if I wanted to clear the beers in this shed, I could easily blast through these beers. Trust me. I'll just have to stop drinking everything else I drink. Cheers, Bramwell. Yeah, I'll set it up. I'm going to set it up beginning in May. Oh, May's next week. May's tomorrow. Shit. Yeah, so it's this month. Bloody hell. Buying the fast track's okay, Amber. But if you get to the park early, get in the queue for Wicker Man first, get Wicker Man out of the way, because after you've done Wicker Man, it's a 60-minute queue. Exactly, Max. And then you get on your likes of Rita. We've cracked Alton Towers. I need to do an Alton Towers review where I tell you the ways to crack that park. There are ways to beat the queues and be at the right place at the right time at the end of the day as well. Trust me, definitely. But yeah, bank holidays are made for drinking. Yeah, of course they are. Then most people even drink on the bank holiday Monday as well. It's barbecue, isn't it? Especially if it's nice. If it's not chucking it down with rain. But yeah, I'll set the stream up soon, and then I'll need to get some special beers in from certain breweries. There's certain breweries across. The Wraggy's Golden Ale, obviously, is going to be one of them beers. It's got to be, for obvious reasons. Luckily, I've got the Wraggy's. But 4 or 5 beers, probably over 6 hours. I need to look what date the 31st is, because the 31st is the date. What day it's on. So it may have to be a day or two before, or a couple of days afterwards. Asvex Brewery tap opening night. Yeah, your neck of the woods, mate. Nottingham lad as well. I think he's a Nottingham lad. Well, he was the Neon Raptor founder. It'd be lovely to have a conversation with him and say, are you still friends with him? And if he says no, they're a bunch of anchors. And then yeah, I get you. I mean, Neon Raptor, to be fair, are doing very, very well at the moment. You know, they're proper ramped up their stuff. But Asvex as well, he's doing really, really well. One of these days, I'll get on one of these beer things where they on a bus where they go all over the UK. Yeah, Asvex. So the original owner of Neon Raptor, back in 2015, 2016, he's actually sold out to 2 other blokes, and in COVID he moved on. Emotional Camel today, Asvex. So don't want to take anybody the rest of everyone's day up, and then I need to go and do some gardening as well, because just to say to the wife, I've not been on the internet all this time talking to you're only young once. Hey, good evening, Mr. Square Table, or good afternoon rather, or even in your case maybe good day. Yeah, the brewery looks amazing, Adam. I've seen his blog about the brewery and about the ways of building a brewery, and just afternoon now, I thought it was. And yeah, you've got to keep the wives and ladies sweet, or partners sweet. You know, if you're drinking, there's a game. Same with work, there's a game. Never let anybody know that you're playing the game, but there is a chuffing game. The game is to think you're totally on their page when you're thinking your own thing, and that's the game. Obviously, it's good if you actually are or totally on board with it, with you know, whatever that game is, i.e., you know, taking your wife out to a pub. But you know, but you're the one who wants to go and drink the beers, but you're taking your wife out as well. She gets to go out. You get to drink the beers you want to drink. There's the game. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The wife's doing cakes at the moment, fair play. And she's doing 5 cakes this weekend. Buxton have some crackers out at the moment. Barrel-aged Buxton beers. See, Buxton, not overly far from me. About an hour and a half, hour and a quarter. I can't remember where Buxton is. Is it before Bakewell or is it after Bakewell? Where Thornbridge is? I can never remember. I know where Matlock is because that's 30 minutes away. And on the way up to Manchester, when we go to Stockport, which is just that slightly on the outskirts of Manchester, where my wife's family live. Yeah, is Buxton after Bakewell or is it the other way around, coming from Nottingham? Yeah, always a thing. But again, barrel-aged beers. Buxton do some nice big beers, to be fair. I do like their beers. Stronger ones, especially. Still live? I hope so. Buxton is further, a bit closer to Manchester. Ah, right. Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Disco. Cheers, matey. Exactly, Mersey Beers. There's the game. New Guinness cold brew. I've got 2 of them little beauties sat behind me. Do like that new Guinness. It's nice. It's better than your normal Guinness, at least. Stockport's your town. Ooh, I have to remember that next time I'm up in Stockport, and try and pop over for a beer. We haven't been. We in normal times we're up at least once or twice a year. Next time the wife goes up to her auntie's for a meetup, I'll have to go up with them and divert to a pub while they're having their chat. Yeah. It's not so good when there's all women talking and you're sat there like a lemon. And it's better that I go to a pub, nice craft beer pub, and do a bit of craft beering. Torside Brewery. Read one of theirs last weekend, me and Rob. 31 minutes. Did I say I was stopping at 30 minutes? Did I? Yeah. Kind of gone past that. It's how these things happen. It's like Craig. He'll start off, I'm just doing a quick live. 6 hours later, he's still doing a live. And we do need another Midland team in the Premiership. Are Forest playing Bournemouth in the midweek then? Shit. That's the game. If Forest can... That'll be the game that decides second place. If Forest can beat Bournemouth, oh my gosh. Whew, I hope so. A6, lovely country. Yeah. Yeah, we normally go up the motorway and then dive across, but yeah, some good roads. I heard about that Jagman. I think it was Benjamin who told me that it was like an 8 hours live. I mean, that is a stunning live, isn't it? I mean, Jesus, mother of Christ. Do YouTube let you stream for that long? Tuesday after the bank holiday for the Bournemouth game. Oh, it's a cup final game for Forest. I mean, yes, we're already in the playoffs, but to get the second place and miss the playoffs is the golden, Jesus. And I think Forest, with the present manager, Sam's gone, but not have. Sam gone? No, nowhere near. Lets you do 12 hours. StreamYard lets you do 12 hours. Although I think, if memory serves me correctly, Scott had to pay for a 12-hour stream. I would never do a 12-hour stream. Jesus Christ, I won't be allowed to, and I get a bollocking. And a 5 or 6 hour stream for the channel birthday is pushing it slightly. And I need to get some big beers in beforehand, or even supermarket beers. It doesn't really matter. The thing that matters is that people can join in. So it might be the case that I go to one supermarket, go and buy 5 or 6 beers, not all big beers, box stickers, but supermarket box stickers so everyone can join in. And I think that'll be the key to doing it, and just having a super long live. Starting off, I need to find out what date the 31st is. Non-stop for 3 days. Yeah, 12 hours will take some doing. Fucking hell. I'd be going into Arboretum territory, telling everything I remember about what I did on the Arboretum. Not all good. Yeah. Yeah. There's some stuff that I can't really reveal. Benjamin, I care about the people that watch the channel because not everybody can afford expensive craft beers. And I too can't afford a Crummy did a 12 hours. Yeah, he did. I joined him about 8 o'clock. And I think I stopped for about an hour and a half, to be honest. I came off steaming, absolutely steaming. But he did well, Mr. Crummy did. I wish the Forest match was on TV against Bournemouth. I mean, I've been to watch Forest since I was about 7 years old. And, you know, when I lived at Woodbury Road, yeah, it is, mate. That coffee's lovely. It's just a nice amount of. The problem sometimes with these imperial stouts is they go overboard with the coffee element. Yeah, mine was a bit of a gusher too, and mine was cold as well. Yeah, yeah, I know what you mean, Chris. You couldn't watch somebody for 12 hours. Jesus Christ. You know, we've got lives, haven't we? Hey. So let me find my calendar. What day is May the 31st?
31st of May 2022.
It's a Tuesday. That's Bob that then. So it's going to have to be a few days later, beginning of June, because I ain't doing it on a Tuesday. I'm at work. So unless I do it on a Tuesday straight after work, do it from 4 o'clock onwards. Stick with IPTV. Yeah. Might need to do that, you know. Unless I get a link sent to me from somebody who's very clever at computers and stuff. You never know. These things happen now and again. And I can have it on my Chromebook, but I can sit and watch it while other people are watching it, you know, legitimately. Bank holiday, 2nd of June. Oh, is it? Is that for the Queen's birthday? Is that for the Queen's birthday? We've got extra bank holidays this year, haven't we? I'm happy for that. I am. About bloody time. Yeah, more the better, eh? That's it. That is interesting. Yeah. I will sort the date out. It might be a couple of days late, but it doesn't really matter about being a couple of days late. Platinum Jubilee. Yeah, I might have to raise a glass to the Queen, as you do. Yeah. It must be strange for her, you know, with no can't remember his name now. Philip. No, is it Philip? Prince Philip? Yeah, fucking hell, I can't remember his name. More bank holidays the better. You know, after the year we've all had, couple of years we've all had. Oof. I've had any Impy beers featuring Tonka Bean. I'm sure I have along the way. Tonka beans, as far as I know, there can be an issue with Tonka Bean Imperials. Done wrong, there can be an issue. Can't remember what the issue is for the life of me. I do remember reading something about Tonka beans where they're used quite a bit in Imperial stouts, but there is also a dark side to it as well. Sure it is. So, need to knock off at 40 minutes. I meant to knock off at 30, but you know, you just carry on talking, don't you? Permanent bank holiday from this year. Get in. We all ought to be on a 4-day week, I think. You know, killing yourself for bloody, but as long as you get the same wages, obviously, you know, you don't lose money. So, lovely clear golden pour from Eden River Brewing Company. I think they're in Scotland, to be fair. Little whitehead. Subtle fruity nose. It still has a fruity nose even 39 minutes later. How about that? Tasting nice. It's got Styrian Goldings and SARS hops. It's a nice traditional beer from Eden River Brewing Company. For me, good 4.1 out of 5. Not a beer I'd have again, but very nice, and trad beer on a warm day. You can't fault traditional beers on warm days. And that's it. Going to come back at 7:30 for a live. Better not do any more lives beforehand, otherwise I'll be getting bollockings for sitting in the shed all night. But to be honest, 40 minutes drinking one beer, I'm ready for another now already. These things happen, don't they? And yeah, thanks for everyone for joining in. Thanks for liking everyone, and we'll see you about 7:30. Cheers all. Now I just need to work out to turn it off again. There we go.